I've never seen such an impressive woman. At just 18, she had only been married into her husband's family for a few days when, due to her in-laws' health issues, she volunteered to manage the family's 100-acre fish pond all by herself. Later, she not only managed the fish pond well but also planned to build a house on the water in the spacious fish pond by herself. To facilitate daily management, it was only at the end that I realized what a true expert is. In the countryside, to save costs, Xiao Li chose to use local materials by cutting some bamboo from the nearby forest. You can see Xiao Li busily constructing a foundation framework with plastic barrels fixed around the perimeter to ensure the house can float properly on the water. After completing that, she continued to split some bamboo and remove the nodes in the middle to process them into bamboo strips. Subsequently, you can position them on the surface of the foundation framework and then bind them securely with wire. This action completes the flooring section of the house. Following this, Xiao Li brought several thicker bamboo pieces and utilized tools to create some holes at the top, enabling bamboo to be inserted through these openings, thereby forming the wall pillar structure of the house. After finishing, first stand them up on both sides. Then, Xiao Li will continue to bring bamboo poles and start setting up the house's beams and the connections between the various frames, further perfecting the entire house's framework. Watching Xiao Li's skillful and swift actions, it's clear that her technique is exceptional. If one could marry such a girl, it would truly be a blessing earned over several lifetimes. With his smooth and skillful execution, the foundational framework of the house was swiftly completed. Subsequently, the construction of the roof commenced, where bamboo was meticulously processed into slender strips and evenly arranged in rows, with the intersections securely fastened using wire. Initially, a plastic tarpaulin is carefully laid on top to ensure waterproofing, and it is firmly secured with wire. Subsequently, an extra layer of shade netting is incorporated to prevent the temperature inside the house from rising excessively during sunny weather conditions. Next, it was time to construct the walls of the house. Xiao Li collected a large number of plastic bottles, burned a hole in the bottom of each bottle with fire, and then gathered them into a sack. After transporting them into the house utilizing a bamboo raft, these plastic bottles are subsequently connected in a sequential manner similar to threading candied hawthorns. Once they are strung together, they can be threaded once more with wire between the columns, forming a wall, one string at a time. I'm sure those who are handy will pick it up at a glance. Xiao Li has been working tirelessly, getting up early and working late, putting in 12-hour days to complete the house as soon as possible. As the saying goes, giving a like is a kindness, not giving one is just being fair. I believe you've read this far, and you wouldn't be stingy with a like for such a hard-working artisan, right? Your support is the motivation for our continued creation, and we are immensely grateful to everyone for it. Finally, to make the living space safer, Xiao Li continued to process some bamboo and secured them to the edges of the foundation frame, creating a fence-like structure. Using the same method, she stretches the wire and threads plastic bottles through it. At this point, the construction of the floating bamboo house is gradually nearing completion. Once everything is tidied up, adding some furniture will make it ready for moving in. How does it look? Isn't it incredibly beautiful? Building such a cozy home at such a low cost truly makes one admire Xiao Li's exquisite craftsmanship and remarkable skills. So if you were to rate this floating bamboo house out of 10, what score would you give it? Feel free to leave a comment.